Welcome to the fourth episode of the Impatient Marketer. Today, we have with us Krishna, the Chief Operating Officer of Keeros. So, those of you who do not know what Keeros is all about, Keeros is a super snack for this mid-meal hunger pangs. More about the brand soon. Hey Krishna, good to have you on the show. Hi Krishna.
Hi, Praveen. Good morning, and nice to have you. Yeah.
So, before we talk about the brand itself, could you tell us something about yourself?
Myself, I have worked almost 20 years in different companies, largely in FMCG, oil and gas, and healthcare. Mainly in functions of sales, marketing, go-to-market, compliance, and strategy. So that has been my past with working with the corporate. Then 2 years back, I started my entrepreneurial journey. So that's it in a nutshell about me.
Okay, so again, right, you told me you have 20 years of experience in FMCG, in healthcare, and so why
Oil
Keeros?
and gas.
Why did you choose Keeros?
Uh, so it's why we chose Keeros, because we found a huge gap in the market related with the healthy snacking. So I'll tell you about my other co-founders, Sachin and Simran. They had been in the business from very beginning. Sachin, though, have worked initially with the Times of India, but after working for 2 3 years, they were into the business. They were into the business of healthcare. I mean, they had a chain of gyms, health centers where people go and make themselves fit. And on their panel, they had a lot of dietitians also who were guiding people what to eat, what not to eat. And during those times, the gap came when dietitians were like talking to people, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it was sorted. But when people asked about what they can have in mid meals, which roughly we call it snacking, I mean between breakfast and lunch, then after lunch and dinner. And it was very difficult to suggest people something readily. If you are at home, you can do a lot of things. You can make things, you can eat fruits, vegetable also is a good option. But something out of the self, no, there was no product which can be suggested, and there was a huge gap. And at that time they thought, let's solve it, and that's why we came into this segment.
Okay, that's pretty interesting, right? So you actually happens that you do not know what to eat. You know, it's something you actually work out, you go to the gym, but then when it comes to eating, you're always confused. You know, what is the right thing to eat? So again, right, ketos is an interesting name. So does this actually mean something?
Okay. Yeah, it does mean something in African language,
Okay.
but not in English and Hindi or any of the native Indian languages. So it's a new word we wanted always, so that people do not have any prior association with it. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it backfires, but we decided to choose a word which is completely new.
Okay, okay. So ketos again, right? You place it as a super snack. So what makes it different from
That's
everything
correct.
I have in the market?
That's a good question, in fact. Why we call it super snacks? Our all ingredient are superfood. So currently we have two variants. One is called multigrain, another is called multi-seed. All ingredients of multigrain are superfood in itself, and similarly, all ingredients of multi-seed, they are also superfood in itself. So that's why we call it a super snack. A snack is made of superfood, that's why it becomes super snack.
Okay, so again, your snacks are safe for diabetes. That's what you projected as well. So how did you arrive at that?
Yeah. So that's again a very good question. Uh, our product are whole food mainly,
Yeah.
so we do not process it, and hence kind of choices we have made in choosing each ingredient, they all are low in glycemic index. So any product which is very, very low in glycemic index and with few other things taken care of, that makes it safe for diabetic.
Okay. So how
Key
your
thing
food is,
is the low in glycemic index.
now I'm saying your food is also supposed to be a bit sweet. So if you do not use artificial sweeteners, how is it sweet?
That's about, we've done a lot of research, looks like. Good.
You, yeah, that's
So
my,
we have two variants. One is,
yeah.
yeah, we have two variants. One is on a savory side, another is on sweet side.
Okay.
So I'll talk about it, which is on the sweet side. It's a
Mhm.
very slightly sweetened,
Hmm.
and it's not sweetened by any artificial sweetener. It's not sweetened by sugar or jaggery.
Hmm.
It is sweetened by dry dates.
Wow, okay.
Dry dates itself has a very, very low glycemic index,
Hmm.
and they are very tasty.
Yeah, correct. So exactly right. Not everything healthy is tasty. So you use dates and you use Himalayan pink salt. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Okay, wow.
So I'll tell you the why we put it Himalayan pink salt.
Hmm.
As I told you that we do not use very highly processed ingredient in our product. That include even salt. The table salt which comes to on your table is highly processed, though it looks very simple and plain, but even table salts are very, very highly processed. So that's why we use Himalayan pink salt, which is not processed. This is the natural product, and apart from having a salty flavor, it has many ingredients, many minerals also. That's why we use Himalayan pink salt. Just to answer your previous question, healthy and tasty, yes. People, when we were doing our research, we could find some products were there in the market which were healthy, like some kind of standalone seeds, some kind of standalone grains, roasted or something like that. And when we did our consumer research, we found that people try those products and they make effort to try those products, but they do not continue it for the long because those are not tasty, they were boring. Challenge to us was to create something tasty out of it so that people continue to have it. That becomes their regular snacking, not like one time snacking, then they forget about it.
Hmm.
That's why we made it tasty. How we made it? Definitely, it's a recipe. One of our co-founders, Simran, she's our chief product officer, and she knows the secret recipe, though she never tells us even in detail. But creating that recipe took a lot of time, a lot of time. So after doing a lot of permutation combination, doing a lot of testing on people, that which one is a more tasty, which you'd like to eat it again, and then we arrived on those recipes to make it tasty. So that was a challenge, but we got it right.
Okay. So if I'm not wrong, Lucknow was your test audience, right? So how did you convince them? They love kebabs, the city of kebabs. So how did you convince them to try out something healthy, try out a healthy snack?
Good question. So I belong to Lucknow. Sachin belongs to Lucknow. He lives in Lucknow. I live in Gurgaon. That's how we work. And our factory is in Lucknow. So kebabs, I love them the first. Kebabs are so tasty, and Lucknow kebabs are definitely world knows about them. Uh, so the matter is not that whether they like kebab or they like any other thing in moderation, but try out our healthy snacks. Sachin and Simran had, I told you, 4, 5 fitness centers. There were a lot of people, actually basic demand when we got it from Lucknow. Though I understand our target markets are definitely SEC 1 and state capitals of India. But it was not like that we made a product, then we went out to the market and look for that who is looking for this kind of product. So in every city, you will find few people. And Lucknow basically has a combination of all kind of consumers. So it's a very, very good test market. In fact, if you want to go all India with any other product, that's why we chose Lucknow.
Okay. But then again, right, truth be told, India, the whole concept of eating healthy is new. So how did you promote it pan India? It's an urban concept to tell you, yeah.
Yeah, it's a urban concept, and looking at the social media and the way information flows from urban to rural to village to city to multi-storage to standalone houses, it's not urban or rural. Definitely, in urban there are much more awareness about eating healthy
Mhm.
as compared to rural. You can say. Uh, when we did research, it was not like that we had to tell people to eat healthy. The
Mm.
awareness level is higher as compared to the supplies. People are very well aware of they need to eat healthy, but they don't get enough. There are not enough product in the market, to be very frank. If you go to any retail outlet of your choice and pick up any product which you think could be healthy, and if you have picked up, let's say, 10 product and go back on look at the nutrient side and the ingredient side, probably 6 7 8 of them you will say no, they are not. So still I feel that we don't have to make people aware about it. You need to eat healthy. People are aware of it, and there is a huge gap. Though at psychological level, a lot of manufacturers are trying to connect people that yes, our products are healthy. uh, Maybe those are little healthier than the other product, but there is shortage of healthy product in the market as compared to the awareness level already existing.
Yeah. So have you
It
run?
comes naturally.
Go on.
Yeah, it comes naturally to people to eat healthy. Definitely, it's an urban concept and a recent concept because it has been talked about a lot.
Correct.
Earlier, if you talk about, let's say, 10 years back, probably people above 40 used to talk about health, eating right, eating good. Today I see all the millennials, they are talking about it. They are probably the best who are taking care of their health by the kind of choices they make, what they are eating or drinking or not. So they are leading the pack rather than our parents or something like that, if you can talk about.
Yeah, correct. So have you used any promotional campaigns to convince people? What do you look at here?
So the way we market it, basically, definitely we do target certain set of people, those who are high on healthy eating and healthy lifestyle. And it's not very difficult nowadays in a digital media is that to how to approach them. And definitely all those people who goes to gym, definitely all those people who work in offices, and we are into the mid-meal snacking,
Correct.
and we approach them through different tech platforms, and we make them try our products. So our one core line goes in all our effort that let people try our product because as you rightly said, it was not tasty. Healthy products were not tasty before. So just to make people know it's a healthy, and you taste it, you try it. Taste is a very, very subjective thing, but still people want to try it. And once we give them a trial of eating that, and they start reordering our product.
Yeah. So in your website, I was seeing that you had put photos of Yogi and Akshay Kumar. So I think you provide your products in events as well.
Yeah, see, particularly that picture, there is an interesting story.
Yeah.
uh, UP government was promoting something related with the films, and Akshay Kumar was a guest there. It
Okay.
was, I think, in the evening time, and Akshay was offered some snacks or something, uh, or asked about that what you'd like to eat because the meeting was for a little longer. He said that if something healthy you can bring it, I'll probably eat. And probably not eat rather. Then their staff, or maybe the chief minister's staff, or I don't know who, but organizers maybe, they brought in our product from the nearby outlet, and they really liked it. All of them, like both Honorable Chief Minister and Akshay, they liked our product. We don't have a video while they are munching it out, but somebody sent us that picture. We were not there.
Okay.
Somebody sent us those pictures.
Okay. Again, right, that's how you know the brand speaking. So, you make a lot of sales right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, what's your idea behind fan building? How do you retain your users?
Can you speak bit louder? I missed your voice.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I was saying, what is your secret sauce to retaining customers?
Oh, that's a good question. It's if you want to know about its secret sauce, definitely we make our effort through marketing, repeated reminder, and getting connected with that. So it's like a very our brand is very interactive. A lot of people do write us a mail, call, text, or social media platform. They interact. That's how we keep interacting with them. And why people repeat it, no matter how well you can or how well you can give advertisement or something, people are not going to repeat it unless until your product is good and tasty. So repeat purchases from the same people, we get it because of our product,
Yeah.
but we provide them a good engagement to get associated with us.
Okay.
If that makes us a secret, yeah, that's a secret.
Okay. So we live in an Amazon age. So do you think it makes sense to have a store in the first place?
Yeah, definitely. So all the channels are very important. So we are focusing primarily on 3 channels in rough language. Definitely online, which includes Amazon, Flipkart, Qcro, Big Basket, and Milk Baskets of the world. And offline retail outlet, definitely we go to the self-service outlets. In rough language, you can talk about it like in Delhi, Modern Bazaar, Limas, 24/7, Guardian, these kind of outlets. And definitely at large format, these future retail, Big Bazaar and other. Why this is important in the age of online, why offline retails are important? Definitely for our kind of product which you buy by impulse, usually don't make a list of your snacking option and go to the outlet and buy. So usually you'd like to visit the outlet, you are picking up things, you want to make choices, you pick up a couple of different snacks and some drinks or some other ready things. That's why availability at offline retail outlet is very important. Uh, so both channels we get good quantity of sales, and I consider it all of them very important. One channel again we are trying out, which is evolving channel for snacking bit, is offices. So a lot of offices have their snack counter from where either they are on a subscription model or on free snacks available. Depends on how rich that office is. Uh, so we place our product to those places also. So I have seen people taking it from there. I've seen people keeping those snacks in their car also, because in like metro cities, drives are very long and you look for something to eat.
Yeah.
And so we are exploring all the channels, and offline is as important as online. That's what I believe.
Okay. So again, India is a very price sensitive country. Do you think it impacts the way people buy, how you create sales? Do you think it impacts the health and food? I mean, the food and the beverage industry.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. We have a price sensitive market. Uh, if you typically can segment them in terms of the purchasing power criteria, probably four, 5 kind of segmentation can easily be done. So largely we are available on top tier 1, 2, 3, not maybe may not be 4, but that's the consumer segmentation and their purchasing power. It has nothing to do with the geographies. That's why the online channel is very important. If I talk about it, the kind of sales detail we get it from our online partners, the kind of cities people order our product, probably offline will never be available there. Maybe coming 5 year, I don't know if it is in 5 year we reach there. That it's a tier 3, tier 4 cities, but there are people, certain people who have who are in need of this kind of product and can afford. These are not very expensive. Can afford. They are buying it online. So company like us who is starting it out, there's more than enough market we can cater to.
Okay. So last
Only
question.
thing that you need,
Yeah,
where is your market? Sorry.
no, no, go on.
So you need to know that where your market is,
Yeah.
and with a population of 1.3 billion,
Yes.
you don't need all of them to be your customer, but there is a large chunk who are our potential customer, and we are trying to reach out to them.
Okay. So last question, right? 3 words of wisdom for the entrepreneurs, for the marketers out there.
No words of wisdom for entrepreneurs. So keep doing the new thing, keep solving problems, be it small, big, or technological, or related to the food, drinks, anything. And I'm so happy that our friend entrepreneurs are doing that. In terms of keyword for the market here, word of wisdom, I would like to say that consumers buy category first, then brand.
Okay.
That's how I believe in. Not the brand first, then category. So that's the word of wisdom to the other marketeers. If they can crack it, it will be good.
Okay, thank you so much, Krishna. A lot of insights there. Thank you for taking your time and coming to the third, fourth episode of the Impatient Marketer. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Sure, sure.